point. The conditions only available at initial point. These we call it as initial conditions. Then together these we can call it as initial value problem. But how you solve initial value problems? To solve the initial value problems, there are many techniques. Just as a basic problem, y prime is equal to f of xy. You can do for second, third order also. That is not a criteria, but I'll give a basic. Then we'll discuss about the further. Y prime is f of xy, and the condition y of a is equal to ya. So only one condition, because first order derivative. That is why at this point only one condition. At the point only one condition is required. Now to solve this, so there are many numerical techniques: Picard's method, Taylor's method, Euler's method, Euler's modified method, RK4 method. So as per the schedule, I'm planning to give how you write a code, MATLAB code, to solve these kind of initial value problems using Euler's method. So let us see what is the Euler's formula first. Yn plus 1 is equal to yn plus h times of f of xy. You can correct me if I am wrong. So here f of xn yn, where h is nothing but the step size. Step size. So this is, but how you implement these? And here also xn plus 1 is nothing but xn plus h. We know that, suppose horizontally, let us take the domain starting with A. Now because of the step size, A plus h. Next again h, A plus 2 times of h. Again step size h, A plus 3 times of h, and so on. Till which point? This is the final value. Final point. Till which point we are going to find that we are defining as B. So for any problem, what is the required initially? First domain is required. So what is the starting value? What is the starting value? What is the final value? And step size. Step size. See, for these Euler's formula, f of x comma y, these we will get from the given problem, given differential equation, whatever the right side of the first derivative. Whatever the right side of the differential equation, after writing, only the higher order derivative will be LHS, the remaining all terms taking to RHS. So this is f of xy. So we need to define f of xy. Okay. Next, after defining f of xy, we need to define what is x naught, what is y naught. Then we need to find y is equal to, or maybe y1 is equal to y naught plus h, f of x naught, y naught. This is. Okay. So this is the algorithm. Step by step, what we require. These are related to domain, and this is the function, and these are initial values. After assigning initial values, we need to find y1. That's all. Simple. Very simple manner we are planning to find it. Let us take one problem. This is maybe, let me take here. I'm sorry, I'm just taking here this view. Yeah. Yes. Let me take this problem. Y prime is equal to x plus y, and y of 0 is equal to 1. At x is equal to 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and so on up to 1. Manually means it takes time, but we are writing code, right? So once you'll get at 0.2, based on that, we'll find another at 0.3, and then 0.4, and then 0.5, and then till 1, wherever you want to, can easily find out. But let us see. how you can find. Now for this, I'm taking the MATLAB. So here I'm going to take a new script, not live script, a new script. You can take the live script also, or but don't write in command window. Don't write in command window. You have to take any one of the script. Now I'm taking a new script. So I'm hope all participants are also ready with a code. I mean that MATLAB software to write this code. So solving IVP using Euler's method. Using Euler's method. So as see, I told you what is the main importance of CLC, clear command window. And this is also what is meant by the clear all means. Suppose you are practicing many things and now you are writing a code for these Euler's method. Earlier, many variables will be there. That all variables should be cleared because if you are not clearing the variables, earlier defined variables, the same notations may be considered that can be overlap and may not give the answer. With that reason, this is a best practice to clear all the variables in a workspace. We need to take clear all. This is next domain value, right? A value 0. Next B value 0.2 only. I'm just taking here. So what I have written here, A value is 0, B value is 0.2 only, and step size is 0.2. Step size is also 0.2. I'm just taking what is script file. First, I gave the information about the clear command window. If suppose any variables are existed earlier that I'm clearing, for that I am using clear all. Next, I am defining what is the starting point, what is the ending point. Now H 0.2. This is okay. Next, so function we need to define. What is the function here? This is the domain find. Next function f is equal to right side x plus y. X plus y. That is why here I am defining this. We know that earlier we defined this is nothing but x plus y. We defined the function. Next, we need to give initial values. You take x naught is 0. That means a only, initial point, right? Next, y naught. Y naught is equal to what is the value? Y of 0 is equal to 1. That is why y naught is equal to 1. X naught is 1, y naught is 1. Now we need y1 is equal to y naught plus h into f of x naught plus y naught. Is right? Now just run this. Everything is defined, right? Oh, sorry. It's not a plus one. Sorry. F of x naught comma y naught. Yeah. Now you can see y1. Y1 is 1.2. The next. You can see it's kind of calculator. We need to take the calculator and do it. It's right. Simply 1.2. But if you want to display x naught and y naught, you can see both can be appeared 0, 1. And for convenience, you can give the two displays. Display, first one is what? X and Y. You can see X and Y. If you want, you can give the space as per our convenience to understand what it means. This is X value is 0, Y value is 1. Okay. So this is X naught, Y1, Y naught. Next here, what is the X1? X1 is X naught plus H. Now you have to give display X1, Y1. You can see when X is 0, Y value is 1. When X is 0.2, Y value is 1.2. This is, you type it step by step. There is no hurry. Just for your understanding, I'm just making a single line because all lines can be appeared in this. Yes. This one. It is showing error in y1 is equal to y naught plus h f of x. You can verify whether h is defined or not. H value is assigned, y naught value is assigned, x naught value is assigned. Or maybe when you are typing x naught, maybe by mistake people are using 0 or O. What notation you are using? O or 0. You take whatever it is the same at complete script. One time 0, one time small O letter. Don't take like that. You just take that before. Have you defined x naught and y naught before like this? And the function have you defined like this? Just cross check it. Yeah. So now I need to find the next value, y2 and x2. Is that right? So for that, what I do, I'm using the for loop. I is equal to. So how many points you want? 1 to suppose at 10. Just randomly I'm giving for I is equal to 1 to 10. Yeah. So now you can see we have to define like this. Within for loop, if you write like this, then it is easy to understand what exactly within the for loop can be executed. Okay. So now y1 is equal to y naught, x1 is equal to x naught. Then what next it can be done? X1 is x naught plus 0, that's fine. But y naught can be replaced with initial value, right? And x1 can be replaced with x naught. Like this. If this is the case, you take the display function here. Then you will get it. Yes. You can see here x1. Yeah. This. I'm sorry. X naught is replaced by x1. Now you will get the answer. You can see step size when x is 0.2, 1.2 value. When x is 0.4, 1.48, 0.6, 1.85, 0.8, 2.34 like this. So this is the solution. Till 2 we got the solution. Just try within the for loop how we got it. If we observe here, at every iteration we are defining it. But if you want to draw the plot, sorry, okay, are you getting or not, madam? Tanu, madam, but did not get result. No, that x naught is equal to a, y naught is equal to 1, you mentioned, right? That you mention before the for loop. And you have to give end. You have not typed end, end. You type end, or otherwise you remove the for loop, then you run it. At least one value you will get it. So without for loop, you will get it. But if you want to use the for loop, before the for loop, x naught and y naught values should be there. Don't mention within for loop that x naught and y naught. Otherwise, at every time, those values only can be erased. That you correct, you will get it. Yes. You see, this is a very simple problem. Hardly five lines to solve any initial value problem, right? But with graphically, if you want to get the result and need to compare with exact solutions, how you can do that? You want to check with the exact solutions, or if you want to plot the graph, how do you plot the graph? See which is x value gives all 0, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 till 2 values? No. At every iteration, we are displaying, we are printing the result. At every iteration, we are printing the result. If suppose, if you take this display option at the end, what you will get? Only endpoint will be appeared. You can see only endpoint is appeared. Once I run the file, only endpoint can be appeared. Then how you are going to take it? That how you are going to take that. So that's why. So it is all about different perception, how the coder who are going to write a code for certain things. Accordingly, you will get the result. So that is the main beauty and knowledge of who are writing the code. You can see here, I want the plotting results. Every x value and every y value can be appeared, how it can be. So for that, what I can do, after defining the function, I will take the number of iterations. So here b is only 0.2, right? Suppose I want till 2 value. Next, n is equal to, in last class we discussed, b minus a by h. Now the for loop, n. For I is equal to 1 to n. And after defining, this is what is this n value? Number of iterations. I am defining the dummy variable of x, zeros of n, and y is equal to zeros of n. X is equal to zeros of n and y is equal to zeros of n. So any doubt here I can clarify. What is the x zeros of n, y zeros of n means? I'm just simply taking x values all 0, y values all 0. So how many points we want? Maybe first point, second point, third point, fourth point, maybe till 10 points. Till 10 points we want. So initially I'm taking all zeros. Initially I'm taking all zeros. And then I will replace these zero values according to what values these are getting. What values these are getting. That is, see how it is. Now x of 1 is equal to 0. Y of 1 is equal to 1. Any doubt in this? First element of x is replacing with starting point 0. This 0. So y naught, x naught, right? So x naught value is 0 and y naught value is 1. That is why this x naught value we are defining with 0 and y naught value is 1. Why I am taking 1 means this is the first element of x, this is the first element of y. It's not element, position. First position of x, first position of y. That is why I'm taking like this. So x of 1, 0, y of 1, 0. Right? Now for I is 1 to n, now I am taking same as per the formula I will take I plus 1. So when I is equal to 1 means what? This position will be 2, y2. So all the right hand side value will be replaced in y2 position. That is the meaning of this. Now in place of 0, y of I. Step size will be same. Wherever 0, x of I, y of I. Like this. Y of I plus 1 is equal to y of I plus h f of xi yi. This is. And even the x. How you can update x? I plus 1. Like the formula what we are writing x I. Then these are all not required. You don't want anything. Even the display also don't display. Let us see afterwards what it means. Directly you can give what is x, what is y. Display. So earlier we took x, right? Y, yeah. I'm just running the file. You can see this. Only the few values are replaced. Oh, sorry. Zeros of n means it is taking what is the difficulty here? X is equal zeros of n. It is giving n by n square matrix, right? So we don't want that. Only 1 comma n. 1 comma n. Or you can take n comma 1. N rows and 1 column. Either one is fine. So I'm just taking 1 comma n. Now you can see this. Yes, this is what we are getting. X value, y value. So it's giving differently. So that is why I'll just replace these like n comma 1, just n comma 1. Just how we want to expect the output. Accordingly, we need to change the input value. You can see exactly it is what x values, what y values we are getting. What x values, what y values. This is, see, till 2 value you got it. Now what you can do, you just draw the plot of this. So what you can do, you just draw the plot of this. You can correct the code. It's not easy of typing immediately. You just copy of all this. First, what we did, domain initialization, starting point, ending point, and step size. Now the function, number of iterations we are defining, what complete x values, dummy x vector, dummy solution vector we are defining. Next, we are initializing the starting values of x and y. Now this complete for loop as per the Euler's formula. As per the Euler's formula. At the end, simply we are using the display. If you want, you can use fprintf also. There is no difficulty. You can use the fprintf also. Yes. Okay. So now we know what is x and y. Just simply I'll take plot of x comma y. That's all. You can see the graph. And here you can add x label, y label, legend, or thickness, or different styles or colors that we discussed earlier. I don't think you have a doubt in plotting. We discussed it in detail. So you can just plot and you can continue it. So this is solving initial value problem using Euler's method. Yes. So you can ask the doubt regarding this anything before moving to the another one. Suppose, see, this is the initial thing, right? You type as it is and you practice. Then afterwards, you can do certain changes and you can practice. At that time, if you are not getting means, you just mail me. There is no issue. How to check with exact solution means, yeah. So, in previously we discussed how to find solution, right? Desolve. Using desolve, use first equation. Equation is equal to differentiation of y with respect to x is equal to x plus y. And next, what is the condition? Y of 0. So condition is equal to y of 0 is equal to 1. This is the condition. Now what is the desolve? Equation and condition. So this is the solution, exact solution. 2 e power x minus 1. This is a 2 e power x minus 1. You type here. Exact is equal to same at the rate x. What is the solution here? Yes, sorry. 2 e power x minus x minus 1. Got right? 2 e power x minus 1. This is exact. Now, what you do, x comma y, you got it. And the same thing, x exa. What do we get? You find this exact value first at these. So, y exact is equal to exa of x. It's not required, I think. Directly we'll get. Yeah. X and exact. Okay, we'll take one more, no issue. If it is not getting, hold on. Plot x comma exa. So here what we do, we need to find y exact is equal to exa of x. Invalid data argument. Sorry. Yeah. Can see both curves how it is showing. But we don't know which one is blue, which one is red. If that is the case, what you do? So you just give this is red and this is blue. Yeah, the red one is according to numerical method. Blue one is exact one. But there is a lot of difference, right? So because 0.2 step size, that's why we are getting like this. You take 0.1 step size and then you can see what you will get. Simply what we change, only the step size we change. That's all. 0.1. And then you can see. See, looks little closer. Next, I'm closing this. I'm just taking 0.01 step size. See, looks similar. So this is what is the beauty of how logically you write the code. I'm just changing the step size, but everything is giving the answer and getting the result graphically. Only step size I'm changing like that. What you are expecting for what change, how it is. Now let me take 0.001. Then how you will get. You can see almost similar. That means you can find the error if that is the case. Directly what you do, error is equal to absolute value of y minus y exact. Is right? And for these you can draw the plot. This is the another one. Hold off. You can take figure 1 here. Figure 1. Now hold off, or hold off is also not required. Directly I am taking figure 2. In a second figure it will be appeared. Plot x comma error. See, this is the first one is what? Solution is approximating curve or not? Yes, it is approximating, right? Sir, why we use the hold? Hold off, I'm not using. Hold off means I want to display the new window, not in the same curve. That's not be in the same curve. That's why this is. This figure 1, this figure 1 is the solution curve. Figure 2 is the error. You observe the y-axis 0.005, 0.01, 0.015. That means what is the difference between exact and numerical, right? If I'll take 0.0001, maybe it takes time, I think so. You see 10 power minus 3. In figure 2, it is showing 10 power minus 3 difference. 10 power minus 3 difference. So this is how you find the solution using Euler's method. So here, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So the exact also we compare it. We displayed with a different figure. See, this is a figure 1 and this is a figure 2. There is no doubt means we'll move to the another one. Okay. So next, so we discuss about RK4, the same problem using RK4. We know the formula yi plus 1 is yi plus 1 by 6 k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4. So what is a k1? H times f of xi yi. K2 is h times f of xi plus h by 2 yi plus k1 by 2. You correct me if suppose I'm writing anything wrong. Next xi plus h by 2 yi plus k2 by 2. Next k4 value h f of xi plus 1 yi plus k3. This is so everything is same. Starting values, initial values, step size, the function, creating x and y values, that will be the same. It within for loop, first we find k1, k2, k3, k4, and then we find this yi plus 1. Only these four lines we replace, that's all. In a Euler's coding, we are replacing these four. What we get, that let us see. Okay. Yes. So I'm copying the complete code, Control A, right click, copy. I'm taking the new file. I'm just pasting it. Now solving initial value problem using RK4 method. So let me take the starting one, right? 0.2 only step size. I'm just taking 0.2. Everything will be same within the for loop. First I'm typing K1. So it is h times f of xi comma yi. Next K2, h times f of xi plus h by 2 comma yi plus k1 by 2. Next K3, the previous one is same, just copy and paste, and only K2, yi plus k2 by 2. Next K4, h times f of x I plus h comma yi plus k3. So I don't want these results k1, this k2, this k3, k4. Then what we take, yi plus 1 by 6 k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4. That's all. Only these lines changed in the previous code. I didn't change anything. Only these 5 lines changed. I can run this, right? So you copy the earlier code as it is. Only this within for loop, you change these 5 lines. That's all. So I know the typing, that's why I typed it for fastly, but you type it slow, no issue. What is the use of exact? We can difference and get to know what is whether our method or maybe our code is correct or not, to easily compare it. If suppose you are doing a research problem maybe the formulation is wrong, or maybe your written code is wrong. If suppose you wrote a code your own way for certain technique, you take a simple one and to get to know whether your written code is correct or not. For the simple one, the exact solutions will be there. You can compare it. Then you can realize whether your written code is correct or not. For that, what is the meaning of the exact? Exact means analytical solution only. Here, EXA, that is just notation. I don't know what exactly you are confusing. I think the mic is available. You can unmute and you can ask the doubt.
Okay, sir, it's clear.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm just running this, the as it is code, but let me see RK4 method. You can see with the point 2 itself, step size point 2 itself, it is giving accuracy using RK4. But of course, we know what is the advantage of the RK4 compared to Euler's method. RK4 gives more accurate. And even the error will be 10 power minus 4 only. So it is more good compared to Euler's method. This with just simple visualization, you can tell to the students, suppose if you are a teacher, if you are a faculty for certain students, undergraduate students, who can easily explain with these visualization. Now you can see how much accuracy we are getting with RK4 method. 10 power minus 4, and this is the graph, both are overlapping here. See the same thing, suppose 10 power minus 4 we are getting accuracy, right? Let me take H.01. H.01 means 10 power minus 9 accuracy we are getting. 10 power minus 9 accuracy. This is. So this is how simply we write the code for all these things. Exact, Euler's method and RK4 method. I don't think many participants are typing, practicing this like hands-on. Today's session, I don't know. So I'm not getting any, yeah. So can I solve nonlinear equation by RK4? No, not at all. Uh, Nonlinear equation is not at all possible using RK4 method. Madam, you remove K of 1, K of 2, K of 3. You simply take K1, K2, K3, K4. That is why it is not getting result. Within for loop, you mentioned K within brackets 1, right? You remove that. Only K1, K2, K3, K4. You remove the bracket, only type K1, K2, K3, K4. Sir, Adav sir, you asked non-linear equations can be solved by RK4 method. You can solve simple non-linear equations, but not highly non-linear. It's like simply only y square. Maybe in one term there is a non-linearity with one product. See, y square, y cube is fine, but y power 10 is highly non-linear. Those cases, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly it will give solution or not. But simple linear, non-linear equations means you will get it. Scroll up the screen. Yeah. What is the best method for solving non-linear equation means first, I mean, where you are getting these non-linear equations? I mean, in which field? In civil engineering or mechanical engineering or electrical engineering? Maybe some biological problems. And that nonlinear equation is that equation is a simple or single fluid mechanics. In a fluid mechanics means it is a boundary layer or maybe in between channels or maybe a cavity two-dimensional problem. Boundary layer theory that can we modify this RK4 method to backward RK4? You can boundary layer theory. With respect to the boundary layer theory, uh, see, boundary layer theory means that is a boundary value problem. Boundary layer theory always gives boundary value differential equations. This is a initial value problem. Initial value problem is a different, boundary value problem is a different. This RK4 can be applicable only for initial value problems, but boundary layer theory gives boundary value problems. But boundary layer theory concerns implicit finite difference method or Keller box method. That method will give more accuracy. Yeah, implicit finite difference, not simple finite difference method. Implicit finite difference method will give perfect solutions. But the people are using many techniques, even finite element also the people are using, spectral method also the people are using. But the point is still which up to what level accuracy you are expecting? Maybe up to 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 means every numerical method will give. You can see the RK4 itself. Maybe based on the RK4, if you implement sorting technique, definitely that will give till 10 power minus 9. So accuracy 10 power minus 9, that is enough. You no need to look for finite element, finite difference or spectral method. With this simple code, you can get the solution. But it depends on the problem. This is a simple equation. Maybe that's why you are getting 10 power minus 9 accuracy.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you use error equal to ABS, absolute.
ABC means absolute modulus.
Okay, sir. So, sir, what is the difference error and exact?
Sir, what is the difference?
Sir, both are used, error and exact.
No. Error means a difference between a numerical. This y is a numerical based on the RK4. What is y value? Based on the exact solution. This is the analytical solution, right? 2e power x minus 1. This is the exact solution. So from that, we are finding y. So
Okay.
this is a y numerical. This is y numerical. This is a y exact. So difference between these two is getting same or difference. Because in numerical method, definitely we don't get same. So there is some error, right? So what that error? That is what I'm drawing here.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So any more doubt here? I'm just concerning about the participants. I can clarify these two techniques. See, if you need boundary value problems help means you can contact me. I'll explain it. I'll explain. No issue. Tomorrow session, I'm planning completely statistics, probability statistics concept. How to import the data, how to run the code, some probabilities, how do you find, and some participants question uh, linear regression or maybe statistical tools, curve fitting tools are there, how you can run this. Optimization tools is actually that 1 hour lecture is not at all possible for that. That is why I wouldn't include. It's not like um, it is difficult to explain within 1 hour. Minimum 2 hours is required, or otherwise complete 1 day from morning to evening. If you plan 2 hours, 2 hour session like that, you can plan it. Then it is easy to explain with coding. It's not only the algorithm. We need to understand first algorithm. Then we need to write the code step by step. Even in the tools also, what are the different options? How you can take one after the another. So that is why it takes time. That is why we didn't include here. So we are just concentrating on basics. Sir Vinod sir, we can close it now today.
Yeah, sir. With your kind
I'm
permission.
just waiting the participants.
Yeah,
Any questions,
immediately waiting
doubts?
for any other participants for any doubts. Yeah, please participants. 2 minutes I will give for everyone. If you have any doubts or queries, you can please raise your issues. Thank you. Okay, sir. I think no one is ready. But as per participants' requirements, some of them asking like Tanu Tege has asked about optimization tools. Once in the future, we'll plan for optimized tools if we have the right
Yeah,
time.
that's better.
Because
That's better.
because now it is from basic levels to that means the program is mainly aimed for students, research scholars, and young researchers like for assistant professors who have recently completed like that. So our aim is just for initial learners. So in future, I will conduct one more program depending upon the resource persons regarding optimized techniques, other tools like that related to research in today life. Okay, sir.
Yeah, that you can plan. That's better.
Yes, sure, sir, sure, sir. That is, it will usable only for the in research and who are doing present research. Not only regarding to MATLAB, only research doing fluid dynamics like that. For them, it is very useful, I think.
See, one of the participant is asking Gauss-Jordan and Gauss-Seidel method difference of these two. So usually we are finding x value, y value, z value, right? Of course, xi plus 1, yi plus 1, zi plus 1. In Gauss-Jordan method, you find xi plus 1, yi plus 1, zi plus 1. The right side is also xi, yi, zi, g of xi, yi, zi. Similarly, h of the same. But in Gauss-Seidel method, what is the difference is xi plus 1 will be the same. F of xi, yi, zi. But when it comes to yi plus 1, this is the important. F of, you can see here, xi plus 1 we use here. And yi, zi. Next, zi plus 1 is equal to f of xi plus 1, yi plus 1, then zi. So, what is the difference here? In this Jordan method, first you find all these things and then you update in the next iteration. Next iteration, you are substituting these update values. But in Gauss-Seidel method, once you get this updated value, immediately using to find the next coordinate. Once you will get these two, immediately you are applying to find the next coordinate. That is the difference of Gauss-Jordan and Gauss-Seidel. One of the participant is asking, is it possible to draw graphs in graph theory? Madam, I'll see tomorrow as if time supports, I'll explain at least for one graph in I'll try to draw it because it is required maybe academically or maybe who are doing a research in graph theory. I'll explain it, how to draw the graphs. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. You can close it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, participants, I think tomorrow is the last session for our program. Actually, according to our schedule, tomorrow is the last. But as I said earlier, that there is a complimentary session on Monday by Ashok sir from from Haryana. So please, all the participants, you also come on Monday to listen to the session. The certificates will be given after completion of 8 days program only. Don't worry. All of them should attend the programs. Okay. Thank you. Please don't post any questions related to certificate. I will give the certificate to every participant who have registered they enroll their name. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.